is Caitlin. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the e.l.f. brushes. I have some from their studio line and some from their professional line. And sorry if you hear lots of sounds. That's from like the gutters and everything because it's raining right now. But this is the best lighting because if you look outside, it's like super dark and rainy. I don't want to have to deal with trying to find a good spot. And I could do it inside a window or something, like by a window, but it would have to be downstairs because my room does not get good lighting. It's not by the sun, if there is any sun. So I'm going to do it out here, so sorry about the noise. So as I said, I have some from both of their makeup lines, and I keep them in a little jar on top of my makeup drawer. If you guys want to see how I organize my makeup, tell me and I will do that. So I keep it on top of this little blue drawer I have, and I find myself reaching for the black ones more because they're better quality and everything. So first I'm going to walk you through the professional line. I have 2 eye brushes and 1 face brush. I actually have another one, but I gave it to my sister, and I don't want to go get it. It was their angled brush, but I'll talk about that one. So I'll start with the face brushes. This one is the e.l.f. Professional Total Face Brush. My mom has been using this brush for years and years and years, and I remember when they were still red, because I think either hers just got red over time, or I remember them being red. It's really flexible. It's not very dense, if you can see that, and it does sweep powder on your face pretty well, but not as good as the other one I used for my face. It does. So it's really loose, and it's good for like a light dusting of powder. I usually use it for blush. I find that it's a little big, but it goes on and it puts like a light layer of blush, because I have pretty pigmented blushes, I guess, so I don't want them to go on like with a really dense brush that picks up a lot. It's a good one. The angled one, I used it for blush for the longest time, but this one works just the same. I wanted it for bronzer, but it was too flimsy. Like, you'd have to like squeeze it and do it, which is, I guess, okay, and they put on a light amount, but this one can pretty much do the same without as much concentration, and I'll show you another brush I got instead of the angled brush. Yeah, so that's the e.l.f. Professional Total Face Brush. Now I'm going to talk about the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush. Now this is a round brush like this. It's pretty flat, it's pretty dense actually. I find this works really well for putting on eyeshadow on the eyelid. Now I'm going to show you this one. Look at that. It's the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. Now, I use this one for the longest time to put in my crease, but I never got, it always puts on too much, because it's really quite dense for a blending brush. It does blend though, but for me I want something super fluffy and super not dense to blend it out, so I usually do this to put on some on the outer corner for a little bit darkerness, you know, and sometimes I'll just use this one if I want. I was using this one a couple weeks ago, and I just got a new brush for the eyes. So yeah, that is all of my e.l.f. Professional line brushes. I only have 3 of those, and I have 4 of these studio brushes. So I have the studio line brushes. Now I have 4 of these. I'm going to start off with the smallest brushes the biggest brushes, and go to the smaller brushes. So the first brush I have is the e.l.f. powder brush. Now I got this one when I first got all my makeup, like my first big thing in makeup. And I like it a lot. It's really soft. It's pretty dense. You can see it kind of goes like that. Okay, so this e.l.f. powder brush. It's pretty dense, like I said, and I like it for putting on powder on my face. And I usually actually don't powder my face that often, but when I do, I use this one, and it gets on a little bit more than the Total Face Brush, because this is kind of like a light sweeping. To me, it might not be for some of you. My face gets a little bit more matte. I feel like my powder goes on a little bit better with this one. It is $3. Yeah, the white ones are $1, $2. Black ones are $3. So it's really good for putting on powder. I can put on blush with it sometimes. I put on bronzer if I want, like that. I really don't do anything else with this brush except for those 3 things. Usually just powder. The next size brush I have is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush, and I just got this one a few days ago, and I'm super excited about it because I can use it for so many different things. So ever since I gave that angled brush to my sister, I haven't had anything to put on bronzer or like blush perfectly, or like highlighter if I ever want to do that. So I got this brush for multiple reasons, and I sometimes put on, because I have the e.l.f. Contouring blush and bronzer duo, and I have it in the Fiji matte color, and so I get the blush and I just put it right there, unless I want to use my bigger brush just to get a more soft look. This is more like just where I want it, and then I do the bronzer with it, and I even can get up to the temples with this brush if I want. I also use this to put on, I have Wet n Wild Shimmering Stage Shimmer Palette, or whatever it's called, and I use that to do this. If I want to do it for like a fancy event or something like that, I would use that, and I would put it, starring cars, I would put it on my face like that. Creepy white Vans, I hate them. Okay, so now I have my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. I got this to blend out my concealer underneath my eyes, and it does work, but I find I get more coverage with my finger, and I like that a little better. It's a little bit faster with this brush, but I don't like the way it turns out. A lot of people use this though, and it's perfect for them. Not for me though, I just like using my finger. But I use this now, since it doesn't work for that. I use it to put powder under my eyes, or I'll use this one to put powder under my eyes. Mainly this one, because it can get all where I need it to. I used to use it for like bronzer before, but I don't really do that anymore, because I got the other brush, as I said. So yeah, this brush is pretty awesome, and I use it for a few different things, and yeah. Okay, last brush of the day. This is probably my favorite brush out of all of them. These two actually are my favorite brushes, and it is the e.l.f. brush. It's the e.l.f. blending brush, and there's a bigger blending brush, and there's this blending brush, and this is flat eye brush. It's pretty dense. I use it to put it right in my crease. It's flat. I use it to blend out my crease most of the time. Sometimes I'll actually put it on with this brush. Like I would just take this brush with me, because it's a little bit flat, so if I need to, I can put a little bit of color on there. It's not the best because it's pretty flimsy, and yeah, but it works pretty well to put it on your eyelid. So I will put it on my eyelid. Like, I'll just bring this brush with me because I will just use this one. And it's flat, so it gets right up in the crease like that. And it just blends it so beautifully. And I can put my inner corner highlight on the brow bone, which I never do. I just feel like this is the brush that I will take with me everywhere I go. And yeah, so these are all my e.l.f. brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if the lighting changed ever, because it got darker because it's raining. Like, I can't believe outside. I'm on the porch, so I'm not getting any rain, but it's freezing out here. So yeah, I hope you guys like this brush review. I hope you guys will actually try out these brushes, because they are pretty cheap, pretty great, and these are the only brushes I have, because a lot of the other brands are a lot more expensive, and I just want to like experiment and stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions, because I'm just starting out and I need more ideas and I need help from you guys and feedback, just put them in the comments. Or if you like this type of like review, because I can do product reviews, all the stuff that I have I can review for you, or I can just do like more tutorials for like events or just everyday makeup. And so yeah, leave your suggestions down below, and I will see you next time.